Hello, dear students. I am Sonia MV, Assistant Professor, Department of History, Teresian College, Mysuru. Today we are going to study about Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikh religion. His period from 1469 AD to 1539 AD. Sikhism is a monotheistic religion which was founded more than 500 years ago in Punjab province of India. There are 20 million Sikhs in the world and Sikhism is most highly concentrated in Punjab province of India. The Sikh religion was founded by Guru Nanak and the principles of religion is based on his teachings and the teachings of 9 other Sikh gurus who followed him. Sikh is a Punjabi word which means disciple. Sikhism is based on truth, equality and good deeds rather than rituals. Nanak was born of a Khatri family in 15th April 1469 at Talavandi village on the banks of the river Ravi in the Lahore district. Khatri is a Hindu caste of Punjab region. It is a caste of traders, shopkeepers and accountants. Kalyan Chand Bedi and Tripta Bai were his parents. He was educated in Sanskrit, Hindi, Persian and Prakrit. His father got him married to Sulakshmi. He got 2 sons, Sri Chand and Lakshmi Chand from this marriage, but he was never tempted by worldly things. Nanak was never interested in worldly things. He was not at all interested in taking up any job. His father wanted him to take up agriculture, but Nanak replied that his body itself was a field, the mind was the farmer who watered it with pity, sowed seeds of divinity in it. The crop that he reaped would be sufficient to feed not merely his family but the whole world. The owner of the field was God, he was merely his tenant. He was not afraid of the extremities of weather, calamities of nature in this cultivation. He would give him exactly what he needed, nothing more, nothing less. His father then fixed him up as a storekeeper at Sultanpur Lodi in Punjab region. Enlightenment of Nanak. It was during his stay in Sultanpur Lodi that Nanak attained enlightenment. The Sikhs believe that one day after his bathing in the river, he sat down for meditation. He remained for 3 days in the state of meditation. Ultimately, a light dawned upon him and he was blessed by God. He became enlightened one at the age of 36. Nanak spent his life preaching the gospel of tolerance. In order to put an end to the religious conflicts, he laid stress on moral virtues. He traveled far and wide in and outside India to spread his faith. He visited Kashmir, Ceylon, Tibet, Mecca, Medina and many other places. His theory was that God loved those who did hard work. God was regarded as Sat Shri Akal, which means timeless and formless creator. Nanak condemned both the Hindus and the Muslims for their narrow outlook, hypocrisy, and hatred for each other. Nanak rejected blind beliefs, fasting on Shivaratri, Ekadashi, and in the month of Ramzan. He was against image worship, visiting pilgrim centers or tirthakshetras. He was also against caste system, offer to dead soul 5 times prayer and call to prayer from lofty towers. He criticized the practice of offering holy water, pinda, to the souls of ancestors. He also raised voice against the exploitation of the poor by the priests and the upper class people. Nanak performed many miracles. Once, when he was in the city of Mecca, he had turned his feet towards the Kaaba Masjid. When the Muslims objected, he asked them to turn his feet towards any other direction. When they turned his feet towards the opposite direction, they felt that Kaaba Masjid was turning towards that direction. Once near Bidar, there was scarcity of water. Nanak pressed his feet on the ground. Immediately water sprouted like a fountain, and the water formed a pond nearby. This water started flowing continuously. This came to be called as Nanak Zara. Even today the water is sprouting. This has become a pilgrimage center for the Sikhs. Teachings of Guru Nanak. First important teaching, faith in one God. There is one and only one God, and there is none that can claim equality with him. God is powerful and omnipotent. God is merciful and kind to the living beings. With love and devotion, one could get salvation without distinction of caste, creed, or sect. Second important teaching, importance of Guru. Nanak attached great importance to the Guru in the realization of God. According to Nanak, Guru alone can take us and guide us to realize God. Third important teaching, emphasis on good action. Nanak believed in the theory of karma of the Hindus. Only one's own actions make one's future. Nanak said the purity of character and conduct as the first condition of approaching God. Fourth important teaching, condemnation of the caste system. The narrow division of man into different castes is utterly wrong. Caste or folly, names or folly, there is no Hindu, no Mussalman. A man makes himself high or low according to his own actions. God created light from which all have been created. So, there is no one great or low. Fifth important teaching, advocating a middle path. Nanak was not in favor of renunciation of family life. There is no use of hard penance and giving trouble to one's own life. One should remain in the world but must worship God, because only those are happy who worship God. Nanak said, advocating a middle path in which spiritual life could be combined with the duties of the householder. Sixth important teaching, condemnation of idol worship. Nanak was against idol worship because God has no shape and no limit. God cannot be worshipped in human form and avatars, or not the incarnations of God. Nanak advised the people to speak truth always in every situation. He advised the Muslims to give up the religious bigotry. Achievements of Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak composed devotional, moral, and rational songs. He collected wise sayings from Kabir of Kashi, Baba Farid of Lahore, Ekanath of Maharashtra, Bhajans of Mirabai. He preached the worship of God through simple prayers without any rituals and offerings. He tried to bring love and affection between Shias and Sunnis, and Hindus and Muslims. He preached equality between men and women, and castes and communities. Guru Nanak started the Sikh monasteries on the model of the Sufi Khanqahs, where devotees sing devotional songs throughout the night accompanied by group dance. Nanak built prayer halls which were called Gurudwaras. Nanak's hagiographical work of his life was called Janam Sakis. Nanak started free community kitchens called Guru Ka Lanjar. Nanak composed Japji, contains devotional songs and prayers. Guru Nanak died at the age of 70 at Kartarpur, present-day Pakistan, on 22nd September 1539. His monotheism united many Hindus and Muslims in Punjab and in neighboring areas. His name will ever be remembered for laying the foundation of the Sikh faith, but he had no intention to found a new religion. However, his successors ultimately led to the rise of a new faith in the form of Sikhism. These are the few things which we studied about Guru Nanak's early life, his miracles, his teachings, his achievements, and his death. Thank you.